There seems to be a huge emphasis on ensuring that the media and anyone else can't see what's going on here in Lahaina, West Maui. There are miles and miles of this black fence going up that was not here before, that is obscuring ground zero and making sure no one can see what's going on inside of there from the road. No one can get in there. No one can take any pictures. And then I've also seen these weird foreign police cars showing up, these special police, I'm not sure what to call them. This is a Nissan, but there's quite a large presence of these standing guard around the perimeter. We've also lost our ability to fly drones really anywhere near this area. Now, this 20-second clip here that I tried to get out of my car and show what was going on, I was almost immediately, after these 20 seconds, National Guard came, chased me off, yelled at me, told me to get back in my car and keep moving. So you cannot pull over, you can't even stop your car anywhere near any of this anymore.
Hey, listen up, everybody.
King.
Churro.
What the heck is going on in Maui? Something happened here and they do not want the world to find out. Is anyone asking the question, hey, 1,000 people are missing, where are they? They're losing the narrative. They're doing everything they can to blame this on climate change. It's not working. You have the water-worshipping pagan dude who has resigned, who's like, oh yeah, we worship water around here. Why did you not turn on the water to help fight the fire? This is a regime covering something up, poor management, no emergency response, turning off the water, no alarms. The death count has now flatlined. My speculation is that anywhere between 500 to 600 people are likely dead, which would mean this would be one of the deadliest disasters in American history. The media and the government does not care. Why would they?
Take a look at some of the fires that's going on. Pay attention. These are all the fires that's going on right now in America. We're going to go through a lot of these, and I'm going to show you what's going on in these states and why there's fires. In Texas, there's a fire around this area, which is close to Austin. Live from Austin, Texas, the Smart City Challenge. There's fires in Washington. Lawmakers from Washington State push for a Smart City bill in Congress. What's outside of Phoenix, Arizona? Scottsdale. City of Scottsdale, Smart City Strategic Roadmap. Wildfires in New Jersey. New Jersey Smart Cities Working Group. Fires in New Mexico. Smart City planned in New Mexico. Wildfires near Portland, Oregon. Smart Cities planned for Portland, Oregon. Wildfires in Florida. Smart City initiatives for Orlando. Wildfires in Mississippi. Smart Cities planned for Mississippi. And this isn't just happening in America. There's fires in Greece. Smart Cities planned for Greece. Y'all, I could have gone on and on with this, but I think you see the pattern.
I shot a drone video over the whole area so that you could have pictures of your home and you could share it with your insurance company. I drove my GoPro on my motorcycle so you could have images of that area for your insurance claims and also for a future litigation, because now you can't get in there. Now it's a war zone. Now it's like checkpoints and Checkpoint Charlie and guards and FBI and ATF and Army. These people have not been able to go back to their homes to get the contents of their safe. And I've heard rumors about who is rummaging through that. Again, I'm not here to spread rumors, but I'm just telling you. To not allow homeowners to go into and get their stuff is weird. To not allow press to go in there to get their stuff doesn't make sense. To not allow citizens like me to pull over on the side of the road and take pictures and videos from afar of what's going on. I can't fly my drone over there and watch the hillside for future strikes causing fires, or looking down and seeing what FEMA's doing. To block everybody out is against our constitutional rights.
To rebuild, not to mention the fact that there's people still missing, including children.
Hey, it's Super Awesome here, aka the free-thinking lesbian, and well, for some reason, things just don't add up to me. I mean, in Hawaii, so they've stopped the search for these children. And I thought to myself, why? I mean, is it hopeless? Or is it that they wanted to take out the younger generation so they couldn't rebuild their roots? They wouldn't be able to carry on their name, nor would they be able to be on that land, so that other people could come in, buy up all of the property, and there would be no one they would have to pay for it and nothing but profit. It seems a little fishy to me. I don't know if that's the truth, but I mean, just a conspiracy theory.
The president, within 6 hours, met our needs with the federal movement. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Where were they? Where was everybody? Where was our government? Has still to this day has not been one single government official that has driven through the neighborhoods north of Lahaina asking door to door if everybody's okay.
Compare the federal response from FEMA and the Biden administration to what you and the other people of Hawaii did instantly.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, the locals were the only ones to provide any sort of humanitarian aid. Their trucking and supplies, their boating and supplies. The National Guard blocked them at certain sites and they just went around them.
I haven't seen a lot of federal response beside military helicopters flying over. I can't say that I've seen them around at all. I've seen a lot of locals.
Knowing that there wasn't much aid right away, or at all, for about 3 to 4 days afterwards, possibly they're having some press conference that FEMA's here, they're here to help, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. But still, there was no aid still, 2 or 3 days after that too,
We do want everybody to know that we are not saying completely screw you to FEMA and stuff. We do want to be able to have them have their certain locations, but absolutely blown away. Number one, I want to say I'm blown away by the response of the community. We stepped up. There's not many places in the world that would be able to come together this organized and be ready to go, ready to help.
This was planned years ago. It's now happening. And all the poor people, the homeless, the hardworking people of the hotels, the kapuna, we lost everything. So you could have your satellite city.
Why is our town burnt down? Why are our families' houses gone? And if you can explain that to us in a logical, reasonable way, we'll accept it. But right now, there is no explanation.
A small family had to evacuate, and their property manager had the nerve, because their house was filled with ash, that they didn't deserve to still remain in the property because they left the windows open when they were evacuating.
Most of them are they're even worse off now. I'm coordinating hospital visits because of the way that the system and the governor has imposed rules without any dialogue with any of the people who are doing the work on the ground.
Lahaina needs to decide what happens in Lahaina.
They're crying. Yeah, it's heavy right now. You should feel that heaviness because this was not a natural disaster.
Yes.
Thank you. And I would like actually samples taken from the soil. You guys put the screen up. You won't let anyone see what's going on inside. But we know very well that you guys, as the third largest stakeholders, the state, do want that land and can take it when you deem it a natural disaster. Yeah. And that is disgusting. Mm-hmm. And that is why I'm also here today, because someone needs to call that out. We wanted the samples right away. You guys stopped the people from going in. It's just awful.
We busted our ass, and this is what we get. Nobody called us. Our phones didn't work from 5 in the morning. The fire was not 10 o'clock when I went to work. The fire was still there. There was no water. Tell me if that's coincidence. No water, no warning. And everybody talking about the satellite city before the fire. Lahaina gonna be the first satellite city. Well, hey, Jeff Bezos, you got what you wanted. Oprah, you got what you wanted. And the guy who owns the nut, you got what you wanted. Fuck us all over. That's what happened. We need help in Lahaina. Who's gonna come now and ask us, can I pray for you, Auntie?
Thank you.
Can I help you with your paperwork? Because all we got so far was $700.
So you're in an informational black hole. I don't know that Joe Biden's message has even reached the people of West Maui. But I will say this. I saw that $700 is going to be sent to the families of Lahaina. Now, I just did some quick math, Pete. There's about 13,000 residents of Lahaina. Times $700, that's $1.9 million. I think this week we announced another $40 billion for Ukraine. I'm not sure where we are at this point, Pete, but I believe it's something like 140 billion total for Ukraine. And last I checked, this is the United States of America, as is East Palestine, Ohio. So I don't know why it's so hard, comparatively, to rally for America and so easy, comparatively, to support Ukraine.
At any rate, I want to thank you for your leadership and this during this unimaginable tragedy.
Today, I haven't had any money come in. I haven't had anybody call me back. I didn't have anything. I have no idea. I lost my house. I lost my car. I lost my animals. I mean, come on, man. We're not getting anything. Till today, I still didn't get my meds. I cannot get my meds yet. My medicine was all burnt in my house. My rent money was all burnt in my house. I have no money anymore. I think Joe Biden should take his $700 and get back on the fucking plane and go home. That's what I think. Because $700 compared to all the millions he's giving to Ukraine, why? We need it. That's why we don't understand why. We're citizens and we cannot get money. But if they're not citizens, they get gazillions of dollars from the USA. Where's our government? Fix your house before you fix somebody else's house.
But I'm a conspiracy theorist. It's your boy King Churro. Thank you for watching. Remember that you're loved. And remember to be great every day because tomorrow's never promised. Peace out, y'all.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right.
It takes a real special kind of evil to cash in on tragedy, and that's what's happening in Lahaina right now. In the midst of 111 deaths, developers and real estate agents are now calling victims to see if they'll sell their land. And let's be clear, real estate in Maui and Hawaii more generally is a disaster. The median sale price of a single-family home in Maui is $1.2 million. Over half of families spend over 30% of their income on housing, and 40% of housing in Lahaina is Airbnbs. Yeah. Because of the influx of tourism, so many locals have already been displaced, and now these disaster investors are offering lowballs to people with no other options. Native Hawaiians feel pressured to sell because they need the money. Even if they had insurance on their property, they're worried that claims will take years to pay out and they won't have cash for rent or relocation in the meantime. These crooks buying land isn't just bad for Native Hawaiians, it's bad for everyone. Because if Lahaina turns into a billionaire playground, it's gonna lose the essence of what made it special in the first place. We saw what happened in Lanai. I'd hate to see that happen to Lahaina. If you want to help, here are resources.